I think Nouns wins this too, but Akimbo with Polo subbing in for ZY could be still a scary squad. But Nouns going to start this one off with fast pressure in underpass. Cryptic getting domed, but not destroyed. Akimbo opting to split across the map. Probably going to keep this one pretty quiet. Pretty tame cast to end the night. Polo going for the reload that is going to allow Nouns to sneak their way. Oh, but playing around the smoke might work out in his favor. Good damage onto Junior. Good damage onto both of these players. But forced to fall back in the end. The USP, limited number of clips. Now N2O getting into position. Lurk smoke put down. Meanwhile, OB falls as well. N2O. This is all going to be up to him. And if he can't do it, there's not going to be a whole lot left in the tank here for Akimbo. 5 versus 3 for Nouns. Good damage is the blessing that they have going into this retake. 3 versus 5. Definitely a possible scenario, but with that kill going to Peeping, you have to feel like this retake pretty much over. No kits either, and well, Akimbo, this might... Okay, I was about to say this could be a flawless one for Nouns, but it turns out not to be. So Nouns with a good T-side pistol to start things off. And, okay, we're going right in with a timeout right off the bat. We lost the pistol. What could this mean? Is it Polish Polo? I don't think so. I think Polo is American. He is from Florida. Well, I was talking about this last night and the night before, the second round force on Dust 2 with the scout in the hands of N2O. Always a risky business. Gambit. See if it pays off for them. Ooh. Ooh. This is slimy by Nouns. They've got the players boosted up, but the tag doesn't come through. But the boost is like sideways. No one netting anything out of that. It's going to be Laxi hitting the dirt out of the stock of this one, and Peeping just going to clear out upper tons. This one looking fairly in the favor of Nouns. HUD froze a little bit here, but that's okay. We're going to get the save. Should have the bomb down, and Nouns swarming the B-bomb site. The only question is if this scout does do anything. Nouns still, they're very paranoid about whether there's a player on site. Giving the HUD a quick refresh. Hey, HUD died. Yeah, I know. It does that. It does that. Oh, pot friend. And thank you for the follow as well. How did Impact go, Parks? Surprise ruined.
Terrorists win.
There's a surprise? What's the surprise? Oh, the surprise is a tech timeout. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be a long one, isn't it? Chill Guys versus Tsunami is 10-10 now. All right, what's going on here? Why are we stuck? Ah, I see you're getting your own casting perms. Good. Oh, 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 oh. What? 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 Who did that? Arcs raid. Ah, that's why you said surprise ruined. Well, that's that. Pot friend, I guess. Maybe we draw on the minimap. We say PARKS. Thank you very much. Yes, you like my modern art? Thank you, chat. It does turn off follower-only mode. Raids just let anybody chat. They let full anarchy. But if you're not following, and if you're a member of the raid from Parks' stream, do consider dropping a follow. If he's willing to share you all with me, surely you can be willing to share a single click. With that being said, let's get back into this one. Akimbo just failed a force buy versus Nouns, and... Why is my face itchy? Mollies will force them off of Cat. Oh, no, the Molly didn't hit. One more in. Oh, this one... Again, it's looking pretty solid for Nouns. There's a lot of attention. They haven't checked Pit, and that might just be their downfall. Oh, they're taking kills all the rest of the map. This USP, though, not quite able to tap away. 2 versus 5, and Nouns are packed up together. Ooh, beeping spots the player toward mid. Will be running down N2O. Well, Parks, again, thank you for the raid. And again, I hope everybody sticks around and hangs out. We're going to have the first buy round for Akimbo. I'm kind of at the end of my energy. Work days take a lot these days. Especially Thursdays, just because there's so many meetings on Thursdays. So I've been just completely fried today, but good opening for Peeping, the AWP. Not able to answer back, so... Noun's going to have themselves an open B site. Only trade Cryptic. We might just get the early save called up by Akimbo. Everything sitting far and away for them. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. My HUD is having troubles with this game. There we are. Yeah, they still held on to their guns from round 2. Nouns making a good show of it, though. Keeping this one fairly close to the chest. Let's see. Akimbo. Oh gosh, the HUD crashed again. Oh, maybe it didn't. Maybe it crashed on my end, but not... Oh well. Black's in a position to do some real damage here on the back of blue. Good first kill, but will be instantly traded back. But that leaves Obi open for business, who can take down one as well. And, well, the more important thing is, aside from the trades, the damage being done by Akimbo, and N2O going to be more than happy to activate off the back of that. That Akimbo side will back it right back off. This A site, a long gambit, not working out too terribly well. For Nouns, they're kind of losing one after another. Don't worry, you'll have a chance after this map for map number 2. And this is a 3-mapper, potentially. So we might get 3 opportunities for channel point predictions. Ooh, cryptic. Keeping Akimbo mobile here, but walks out. Oh, no. Oh, that could be disaster here for Akimbo. N2O, you can't be missing those. Molly goes down to block him off. Can he get the third? Oh, Mollies aren't smokes, and N2O will be too wise for those tricks. Akimbo posts there first on the CT side, but it is looking quite good for Nouns already. 4-1, and the full buy. Now they've got that op out. And this is their chance to give Akimbo a glimmer of hope and then rip it away from them. Ooh, they're going to brawl out long once again. See if that works out for them. The smokes do force Akimbo back. Exclamation point map if you want to see who picked what. It's also in the upper left. But I get that that can be hard to see. Well, this is Akimbo leaving this one with just N2O on site. Gonna have to rotate some players over. They've got 2 on the B-bomb site, 2 overwatching from Cat. We'll see what they go for. Akimbo start to move Polo over, get him involved in the round in mid. Just spot the rotation out, and he does spot a player top mid. But that's a dinner bell rung for Nouns. They will make their way on up long. It's just Laxi playing Gandalf. Rotations are available here for Akimbo. They're going to need them to work out pixel perfectly. Nade broken, but no one home on the Nouns side. Molly will force this player ninja out. That's going to be a kill for Peeping. More than easily done. Ooh, he's looking for more. He's overheated. Double in his pocket. But Akimbo aren't going to be offering up anything else. Thank you. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress at some level. So that does mean that the op has been liberated from N2O's hands, and I don't think he's going to have the money to buy back another one, especially if Nouns take away the rest of these weapons from Akimbo. Cameron all alone in a cruel world, and it's going to be Rush to clean that final frag up. 5-1 start. We're going to Ancient next, which is a map I know Nouns like, but I know that Akimbo like it as well. They've played it a fair amount recently. So there's definitely a slight possibility that we go to map number 3, which I feel like Anubis would be very high in the favor of Nouns. But it actually looks like Akimbo have the higher win rate on it. Rush. Playing this one. Interestingly, Cameron, he's put down his smoke and he roasts to death. Now it's going to be up to Polo to stop this push out onto B. He gets Classia, but Peeping will trade that one right back. And well, Akimbo going to be stuck doing the retake dance once again. 3 versus 3. Bomb going to be going down, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. I'm going to need English in the chat just to be able to moderate. I have a feeling that whatever you said was not too bad, but again, I'm dumb American, only English. And, oh. Well, Peeping, doing a good job of keeping the Akimbo players back. Not going to allow any sort of a saver here. Yeah, Akimbo just really having trouble on this. Let's get the HUD refreshed again. Well, this is kind of how playing Dust 2 against Nouns goes. They practice this map kind of a lot. It's one of their big picks. Well, they're going for the big push into lower, but the nade will catch them, and Classia instantly backs away. That should be a lot of map control gained by Nouns, but look how far back they are. They're actually running kind of scared of these pistols. Akimbo can definitely use that to their advantage. That Nouns are giving them so much respect. Classia, there it is. Akimbo catch 2. It's a good trade deal for the CT side. They might just be rewarded with more. Peeping, spotted by Obi. They both fire off, but there's no kill. Pistols are too good. They are. Well, and like, Dust 2 is just, it's a map of huge open sight lines. Your head is always going to be available. And, ooh, hold on. Speaking of head, Peeping rips Obi's right off, but Cameron's still playing from this cat position. Gonna make a solid case for himself to hit these shots, but can't quite do it. Polo now, last player standing, turned down. And it's 7 for Nouns. Nothing to be scared of? I don't know. Deagles are pretty scary. Well, AWP picked up once again for N2O, and Nouns looking at this B-bomb site with violence on their minds. Yeah, if they do something about the Tech 9 for pros, for everybody else, it's going to be useless, is the problem. Plus, having the $500 pistols be a thing that can earn you a comeback is exciting. It shouldn't be, oh, we're on pistols, so we just lose the round. N2O, giving himself that demon angle. And Junior gonna walk right into it. So Akimbo finally opening things up with a man advantage. But they're kind of leaving mid open, and with it smoked off, Nouns now have the opportunity to go for a split on the B-bomb site. They've got 35 seconds remaining. This is a good call. 42 versus 4 on the B-bomb site. But they're in power positions here. Cameron and Polo, they work these positions well. Ooh, but Russian Klasia will answer back. 2 versus 3 now. But this bomb going to be planted. Klasia, the last player standing. 15 seconds. Needs to get this bomb into position. Good kill on Obi. 1 versus 2 now. Final 10 seconds. He'll punch those numbers in. Now, Akimbo, do you play this safety in numbers? They will manage to earn themselves a second round. We are going to get the defuse for Laxi. So Akimbo making this a little bit more difficult, making Nouns sweat a little bit here. Get the reinvestment for Nouns. Plenty of money left in the coffers. Oh, it looks like Tsunami have won over Chill Guys. 13-10. All right, 8 again. We're getting the interesting peak, and Junior will win it. Oh, that is heartbreaking. Peeping armed with the AWP as well. Akimbo not expecting the double op T-side Dust 2 setup. Clearly, everybody's saying that the op is underpowered now in CS2. They have not played enough Dust 2 yet. Dust 2 famously the op, the map of the Fnatic quad op down mid. You won't be seeing that these days with the big block in the way. But Akimbo, this feels like an early save. They send all 3 towards B. So Nouns gonna have that possibility to just push on over. Still do their due diligence. Sure, no stone left unturned. Ah, okay, that was it? Alright, I appreciate the translation. Like I said, I don't know any language. Oh, I'm learning Dutch. Maybe in between maps we do some Dutch Duolingo? Will I get, like, DMCA'd for that? I hope I don't get DMCA'd for that. That would suck. I'll do some Duolingo. It'll be fine. It should be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, Nouns going to take a 9th. And while I don't want to say that Dust 2 will belong to Nouns without at least switching them over to the CT side, this one feels like it might already be over. I love it, though. Junior on 53 ADR. He hasn't really been required. Peeping is just doing everything for Nouns. He is a hard carry right now. Two rounds left in the half. Akimbo really need them both. 4-8 is definitely CT side that you can pull back when you switch. But 9-3 is where it starts to get iffy. And 10-2, you may as well not even try. Okay, N2O does finally take down Junior, spots a sliver of Cryptic's head, and will rip it off as well. That is what Akimbo are going to be more than happy to have double man advantage, double entries to work with. But they've still got the hard carry. The man that peeps. So they still have that raid boss to deal with, but this flash, Glacia left helpless, but okay, manages to back off just enough to bring this one back to a 4 versus 3. That one looked like it should have been a kill, but just barely alive now. Cryptic Glacia on 25 HP, peeping on 76, so this is two players worth of HP versus 3.5. Nouns line up to try and take this B-bomb site. Peeping now, picking up that AK. Glacia gifted over the AWP. Cameron backs up out of the fire, and that's going to be the dinner bell. That's going to be the signal that Akimbo are looking for. It's 2 for Cameron and 1 for Polo. Akimbo make out like bandits. If they can claim this 4th round, they've definitely given themselves a second lease at life on their T side. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Oh, the JKS stickers are depressing now. JKS Renegades. Yeah, the boys. Well, Nouns looking to speed up the pace. Players already toward that upper tons position. They're not trying to bully over A long this time around. Oh, this is interesting. A boost in lower tons. Gonna catch anyone who dares stick a toe out on Cat, but no one there. Nouns could have another thing coming if they do try to challenge Laxi by dumpster. Feels very risky. On the other side of things, N2O flashed off of Cat. So Nouns really starting to flex, really starting to make some distance on this A-bomb site. Gonna be a couple of hard entries here. Smoke, good to allow them out onto Cat. Ooh, peeping, Cryptic getting boosted on up here as well. Spots the player trying to cross. N2O in transition. Hello there. And Rush will take down Laxi. I was just talking about how it could be painful for him. And this round has Nouns written all over it. 25 seconds remaining. They do need to get the bomb down because I don't think Akimbo are going to be peeking this one, but they do pick that up. It's going to be planted. And 2 versus 5. Spells doom pretty cleanly here. Akimbo going to have to go quite crazy on their T side. This one not being made easy whatsoever. Working on getting the team swapped. All right, Akimbo. You need a big... only grant 1 spot? Yes, there's only 1 spot available for all of North America at the PGL Astana event. So this one's going to be quite the cutthroat event, but see if Nouns have what it takes to make it through the closed qualifier. Really, any wins are going to feel good, and that's going to feel like a great headshot for Cryptic. Bomb's still down, 4 versus 5 for Akimbo on the retake. Nouns, they're keeping this one a little bit close, a little bit slow. Kit on peeping, so they do have the time to play with, but they're kind of losing players left and right, but they answer right back. 2 versus 3 now. Cameron needs a multi, only gets the 1. So it's going to be left up to Polo to complete this round. And, oh, Peeping, looking to just hold the defuse, but Polo will tap him away. Kit picked up, but Cold Polo good for the double, and Akimbo. All right, sometimes at the beginning of the half, the icons are swapped. All right, pistols out for Nouns now. They do go for that mostly force. Junior with an extra $400 left in the bank. We'll see if he'll regret not having the kit on the CT's side. Ooh, Cryptic spots the head of N2O, but misses by inches. That entry going to be feeling quite bad if you are Nouns, and well, they're losing more across this map. Akimbo, they want this comeback. They are not interested in resting on their laurels. 9-4 in the favor of Nouns, but that could be chewed up in a matter of just a few minutes here. Cameron, good kill onto Peeping. And Nouns, they will not take a single kill. So Force Spy aside, we are going to have Nouns just on the USPs. Maybe an upgraded pistol or two. Cryptic bringing out the Deagle. How are you doing? Who do I think is most likely? So I think that there are 5 potential options. And it feels bad to be the Nouns guy because I don't think they're going to be the one to make it. But I think we've got Wildcard, M80, NRG, Blue Jays, and Marsborn are the 5 teams most likely to make it out of this gauntlet. And if I'm choosing who I think is going to win the whole thing, it's got to be Wildcard or M80. In a world with no complexity and no liquid, it's going to be either Wildcard or M80. I give Marsborn an outside chance as well, and I give Energy. Energy are probably going to be the ones that make it out of this group, looking at the teams. But we'll have to see. Obi making his presence very well known. Ooh, N2O looking for some kills for himself, looking to pad the stats on up. And this one's looking to be 6-9 in the favor of Akimbo. This would be a heartbreaking loss for NRG. They're losing steam fast. They need to turn the valve, or they'll only have a half-life on this map. Who is Polo? Polo is standing in for ZY. Content creator, former pro, coach. I don't know if he's looking to go pro again. Wish that the icons would switch properly. All right. Nouns with a full buy and full fury. Can you win one? Because otherwise, it's not looking good. Well, that's a good start. Laxi with a kill over towards Rush. Peeping getting knocked low as well. Peeping, he was huge on the T side of this map, but he's been almost absent from the CT side. I mean, all of Nouns have really been absent on the CT side. Cryptic getting mollied out here, and it is a flawless round for Akimbo. Well, Nouns' advantage quickly evaporating. 9-7. Who would have thought that this game, after such a one-sided start, was going to go this way? It is the T side of Dust 2, which has definitely garnered a reputation for being pretty strong. Ooh, we got the big lineup. Everybody in double door isn't long for Akimbo. It's a golden opportunity, but Obi aware of the possibility of a lurk. Ooh, possibly aware of two here. Cryptic, not going to be any luckier than his teammate. And Akimbo just cleaning up. Nouns, where did the T side of Nouns go? It's a good kill for peeping, but still 3 versus 4. Nouns looking not good. N2O. Good pickup. Obi joining in for the op, and now it's all up to Junior. Knocks N2O off the site, but Polo will be good to trade that one right on back. All right, Nouns. This is your chance. This is where you have to stop the bleeding. 9-9 would be ridiculous. Akimbo looking very strong. Really, T-side Dust 2 looking very strong. Cameron hasn't even had to do all that much. Neither has Obi. This has been the N2O and Polo show. Love my rhymes. Again, without peeping, really able to make much impact. Nouns have kind of fallen flat on their faces. Even if Nouns do manage to win a round, they're not going to be stopping Akimbo's economy anytime soon. Ooh, Junior maybe positioned correctly here. Akimbo with a big B-site presence, but N2O going to make him regret that positioning. Classia does get one, but N2O good with the trade. 3 versus 4. And at this point, if you're Nouns, you're just saving. You don't even want to go for exit frags. You can't risk losing any of these weapons. So it's just going to be a pretty clean round for Akimbo. They keep 4 alive. All right, we're gonna fix this. You want to be a jerk, at least hit the follow button so that I can ban you. We're not being jerks here. Ooh, Laxi going for something risky. Gets flashed in, but Cryptic ready for the peek. N2O does take one back, so that's 2 weapons saved for Nouns. They're going to need every piece they can get. Hey man, it's late at night. Mistakes happen. 6 rounds in a row of mistakes. Harder to forgive. But at the same time, I mean, we've seen both of these T sides go very, very well. Like, I think going from 3-9 to 99 is not outside the realm of possibility. I don't think that it is impossible. And peeping, good work to start this one off. Well, Akimbo splitting this one up. Laxi sent to hold the flank while the rest of the squad starts to work their way up Cat, but none of the Nouns players available for them to peek on into. It's going to be up to them to clear this one out. They do have the nades to make this one work. Junior just waiting for the push, just holding as steady as possible, as steady as she goes, caught with a nade in his hands, but the nades in response will keep Akimbo slowed down just enough. A kill on the flank might be just what Nouns need to get activated here. 3 versus 4. N2O playing on Cat with the AWP. Polo and Obi on site. This one, a very tense, very slow round. Nouns keeping it methodical. Ooh, the AWP misses. That could be it. Good kill for Cryptic, and Rush joins in as well. N2O, oh, just barely misses the shot. Oh, there we go. Will get the refrag. Has to bring out the Tech 9, but can't quite hold on. Nouns, they do collapse into an 11th round successfully. Or 10th round successfully. Double digits in their hands.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. How's it going? Timeout for Akimbo, which is plenty of time for me to do this. Thank you for the follows. I do see them. I do appreciate them. All right, Akimbo. You're not going to come so far to fall apart now. 10-9. Can they even this one back up? Hello there. I will say hello there to anyone that uses that channel points reward. Rush does get a good one knocked onto the belt, and a second, and a third, with the help of Cryptic. Rush gonna make it a 4K out long. Hello there. Laxi now, last player standing. Let's try to hold on to this round before Nouns rip this all away. Molly perfectly in position. The only silver lining for Akimbo is they are going to have the money to buy in. Keep this T-side a-rolling. And that's peeping down. That is the raid boss. However, Laxi still does not have bomb. Has 51 seconds and is making a lot of noise. So I think this one, we can just call it quits. Ooh, Rush. Unable to hit the spray down on the peak, but Junior will back him up, and Noun's going to be on 11. So this would be absolutely heartbreaking for Akimbo. They brought it back this far to fall at the final hurdle. Again, they still have money. They had a lot of clean T-side rounds, so you know, they're going to need to bring one back at some point. 11-9 in the favor of Nouns. We're getting a pretty standard looking push down mid, although they're doing it with no smoke. So just getting that push in there dry. Smoke going to be placed for the mid to B, giving Akimbo some options here. They got Polo up on Cat. They've got the rest of the team in mid and a player upper tons. So definitely the possibility Akimbo go anywhere off of this. Smoke broken, but Akimbo keeping this push slow. Hey, thank you for the primer. Greta Rico, thank you for that. All right, peeping. What have you got? Good tags through the smoke. Down to 4 bullets left. Can't go for the reload yet, but takes down that Opper before he runs dry. Obi with the refrag. Down to a 4 versus 4. Akimbo looking at this B site, hungry, thirsty. But Cryptic and Calassia, the 2 C's of Nouns, to do their best work to keep them away. Polo will fall. The no man's land, all going to be on Laxi. 1 versus 4 would be a huge round for him to get. Already made such great progress on it, but 1 versus 2, Junior and Rush, they will link up before going for this potential retake. Push on in, and Laxi down on 26 HP, trying to hold the gates. Doesn't want to let Nouns in. Look at the health bars left, and Junior doesn't even need the pistol. Just doesn't even need the upgraded pistol. Pulls out that USP, and easy as she does it. Well, this is it. This is the final gate. Polo bringing out the AWP for Akimbo this time around. He's got that early spawn towards A long. Oh, but he just misses the shot. Has to fall back. 12-9. This was such a comeback from Akimbo. Tell me it wasn't a fake comeback. N2O spotted on Cat, but Peeping will fall. 4 versus 4, and Akimbo taking some major space. Look at how far N2O is up towards A. He's taken the read from the 2 Nouns players that are far up long. He's taken so much space out here. Spots the player in pit as well. Gonna try to plink away. That's gonna be Rush sitting over in pit. For this round, could just be the saver called for Nouns. The money left, 4 players surviving. This is about the time that you'd want to just not die. Maybe take some weapons away to try and weaken that buy for the next round. But at this point, with this many rounds as a buffer, you can't do anything too risky. And, well, they're taking the guns away, but they're losing a bunch as a result, and Junior left last one standing, but will knock Akimbo just down to Laxi. Both will survive. So that op still in the hands of Junior. Well, they brought it back to double digits. Why do you have it so bright in your room? Because the light above me doesn't work. Because we're lazy and... yeah. Alright. Nouns on the weakest of buys here, but if Junior can be the hero here for Nouns, that AWP gonna come up huge. Keeping lit down low. Nade more than enough to take him down, but Calassia will answer back on Cameron. These 5-7s so terrifying for the CT side. Ooh, Calassia, no more room left to get involved. Rush trades again, and there's 2 versus 2. It's been the 5-7 show. Valve, the 5-7 is just too good. 2 versus 1 now. Obi gonna have to make this one count. Tries to sneak on in to the B-bomb site, but there's 2 players here to watch. Junior rattles off a shot, misses. Tech9 comes out for Obi. He has to go huge. He's got 35 seconds to do this. Ooh, that's the first headshot, but can't quite close it out. It's Junior with the MP9. to salvage this one for Nouns. All right. Will Akimbo answer back and keep me up? Or are we going to end this one at 2? Tell you what, chat. If Nouns start to fall behind, I put on the noggles for free. Ooh, Classia getting picked apart here. It's just going to be Donut. Akimbo charging in through Donut. So this is Nouns keeping the pistol fairly slow. There's all 4 of them in CT's spawn. See if they can make something of this round. Cryptic falls. Nouns will emerge out onto the site. Big fight by Donut. Ooh, Junior. Takes down 3 on his own. Is this going to be enough to close this one out? There's still no kit for Nouns, and Obi going to dome him from the back of the head. Keeping unable to hold on. It very much looked like a Nouns round for a second there. The pace is just slow. Like, they took so long to start that movement in for the retake that, like, they were all positioned. They were all ready. Well, this time, no kit, no nothing, no force for Nouns. Just gonna be 5 pistols on the B bomb site. Just 5 dudes hanging out on the bomb site. Obi. Ooh, gonna be the one they challenge. Knocks over 2. Looking for more. There's 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare Dooley's war. And it's just Cryptic left standing. It's the ace for Obi, but come on. They walked into that. Alright, at least it was a fast second round. How's it going, Mr. Stabby? Welcome on in. Nouns now. I need some tenacity to answer back, but we are getting a glass op out of Junior. Risky business. Could just be the gambit that they need to work some magic here on the CT side. I think Akimbo smelled blood in the water because this is a fast movement. All 5 towards the B. Long. All 5 making their way up ramp. Gonna be on Rush and Cryptic to repel them. Oh, and Cryptic spins around for the double, looking for more, but Rush enough to stop Akimbo from making their stand on B. Laxi, good kill back onto Cryptic, but this is still a 3 versus 5. Peek out, and Junior using Rush for bait. That does work out, and Classia gonna walk on in from ramp. Takes on 2-0 from behind, and Nouns will win their first here on the CT side. Yeah, somebody clip that ace for Obi. Always gonna want to have those in their pocket. Eat too much Mexican food? I had a burrito myself. It was good and not spicy. Alright, well, fully rearmed Akimbo. Doing something a little bit different, not sending all 5 out the same spot. But they do have to deal with a hardened up op for Junior. No glass op this time around, and that is going to make things a little bit more difficult. They're also nearly out of utility. That is going to make this one quite difficult. Junior going to open things up. Classia backing him up, and now it's looking good for Nouns. All ready to double entry. Cryptic spots 1 by Temple, and that's going to be N2O hitting the floor. Can Laxi get the trade? Yes, indeed. Players making their way up toward B. Good entry in for Obi as well. 3 versus 2 for Nouns. Does look like Akimbo will at least get the bomb planted. Lexi with the peek. Removes the head of Classia. Now Peeping and Junior have a lot on their hands, but Peeping is exactly the man that you want to have in that clutch. Good kill for him. Ooh, getting the tags through the wood on Obi. 1 versus 2. Oh, AK swings, but now Peeping just gonna hold it. Ice in his veins, sticks the defuse. Uses his head in the attempt, but still, the round is what matters. All right, you know what? You don't speak English anyway, so no betting talk. I'm gonna put that in chat here. That's gonna be your warning. I know most people are here because of bets, but again, would like to keep that kind of conversation out because it does make things a little bit toxic. All right, Akimbo. What do you have in store? 3 MP9s for Nouns has to feel really bad after winning 2 in a row. I guess across from them, there's 2 pistols in the Akimbo pockets. Good kill for Junior, but immediately traded by Obi. You don't want to go 1 for 1 on the CT side. You need a kill and a fallback, and, well, Rush gonna make it a 1 for 1, but Polo will make it a double for Akimbo. And this one starts to feel like Akimbo stealing the lead right on back. We are going to get the saver, though. The final 2 players going to make their way over to the A-bomb site. We should have some rifles over here for them to siphon up, so not the worst scenario to save with. Classia like, that's a Galil. I don't want that. M4. That is good. That is worthwhile. They are getting challenged here. Akimbo definitely don't want to let them hold on to these weapons, but they're making this noisy. Classia going to take down N2O and OB. Ooh, good kill, but loses his own weapon in the attempt. It's just Polo with the MP9. Nouns hold on to 1 rifle versus 0 from Akimbo. So again, the team that wins still has an MP9 and buys down to $0. So we're getting 4 spy wars early on here for Ancient. Ooh, Akimbo, though, digging deep into that strat book. They are going to just force it over to A. And it is going to be up to Junior to hold off this push. Playing that head glitch spot on the box. Can't quite tap away. Does do some damage, but these Nouns players, they're getting aggressed upon. Laxi and Cameron will trade it 2 for 2. Peeping joining in. That's a big AK for the CT side, but does get dropped. 2 versus 3 to make it a 3-3. N2O takes down Rush. Good trade out of Cryptic. Looking for more on this MP9. Ooh, time to go for the reload. 2 versus 1. Akimbo. They could rotate. They have the bottom at a position where they could move it on over, but they'll put the smoke down instead. And Cryptic just making dollars on this MP9. 2 kills already. That's $1,200 in his pocket. And repositions Obi. Not going to have a good idea of where he's gone. Oh my gosh, the damage down to 7 HP. 12 for Obi. The peaks. The peaks. These players, they're so close right now. There is the flash left for Obi, but he's just not throwing it. Cryptic with no utility and no kit. This bomb goes down, but Cryptic is holding the line. Time is about to run short here. 10-second warning, and Cryptic will end it before. AK picked up, and Nouns make it a 3-3. I think Akimbo is just having Polo stand in. Polo actually showed up to chat. He's like, get ready for a surprise. Get ready to come hang out. It's going to be fun times. And so I think Polo is just sitting here as a stand-in for Akimbo. Normally they'd be running with ZY. Why is he shooting the body? Establish dominance. Personally, I like to go for the graffiti. My personal favorites are I'm Dead, a heart, or a cowboy hat. You know, they don't know what you're doing. They can hear the graffiti being sprayed at them, and that'll eat away at them. Gotta be the salt graffiti? No, salt graffiti is good, but it's not as good as I'm Dead or a cowboy hat. All right, full out pistols now for Akimbo. And they're doing the same thing they did that last round. Rush A, all 5. Well, contact A. You don't get to rush in this tier because it's too loud and not going to work out. But the Molotov going to do a lot of damage here to the Akimbo players. Glacia, good opening. Looking for more, but it's going to be peeping. Make sure, continue to pad those stats out. Cameron, hero AK, and all heroes die. Nouns take the advantage now against Akimbo. 4-3. They look to keep it going. So now we are down to a singular armor pistol for OB, with the rest of the team just Glocks and P250s. Feels like it should be around solidly in the pocket of Nouns. Ooh, Cryptic, though, will fall. OB with a kill as well. So Akimbo is still doing some solid damage. Taking a rifle and an MP9 out of the hand of Nouns. But with that being said, I do feel like there's not a whole lot left in the tank on this round. Polo just gonna charge it over to A. Just full tilt sprinting. He will should get the bomb down. So at the very least, a little bit of extra money, but easy shots for Junior. Oh, tech pause. All right, things going to be a little bit slower now. See what the issue is, and then we'll get the full buy for Akimbo going. Oh, quick tech pause. Love to see it. All right, Akimbo with a big round start to pull the economy, pull the score back into their favor. Not an easy task, to be sure. Nouns with the AWP for Junior. These AKs, you've seen them do it before. And they could do it again, taking a lot of space over towards mid for themselves. Has to feel quite good. Glacia, oh, he's been flashed out, and these 2 rifles will be more than enough to end his life, end his being. Now 3 versus 5 for Nouns, but they're getting rotated over to the A site early, and the bomb has kind of slipped the net. It's all the way over by Temple. And Akimbo, they're not Gonna force the issue. They've been gifted a free bomb site, and they're more than happy to take it. So Akimbo, gonna make this one a 1-round difference. Nouns more than happy to hold on to their armaments. Enough money left on peeping to buy in again, so should be some solid weaponry in the hands of Nouns going into the following rounds. But Akimbo going to be feeling fairly comfortable with this bomb. Going to wander off early. Be feeling quite good. If they win qualifiers, will Polo replace ZY? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think this is just a scheduling issue for ZY, and they are doing well with ZY. So I don't think that they're just going to replace him. I just saw that question. Ooh, and Peeping getting activated early here. A double on Cat. Glacia joining in the fight as well. The crossfire down mid, working out wonders for Nouns. Laxi, though, the next player up, will trade them right back. But it is going to be a 1 versus 5 that Laxi has to close out. He's got his 2, but down on 14 HP. He's going to need the rest of them. And, well, I've got some bad news for Laxi because he's dead. That wasn't what I was going to say. What I was going to say is bomb is in spawn. But he's dead also works. Gotta love being interrupted by the game happening. And I'm too tired to take it too seriously. It's just... He's dead. Alright, 2 rounds separating these two teams once again. 2 rounds left in the half. It's 2s all the way down, and Akimbo gonna make their way on up to the B-bomb site. Rush will meet them, and not be enough to hold them back, only with 1 kill. Will mean that this bomb site solidly belonging to Akimbo. At this point, though, Nouns, they could go for the save again. The money not in the best of spots, so when trading rounds, can be smart to hold on to some weapons. Hey, nerd girl, how's it going? Welcome on in. This is what I do now. I'm not playing the game, I'm just commentating, but I'd love opportunities to commentate and talk about other stuff.
Put plushie on head.
And I put plushie on head. Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. It's been a while. Right now, I'm very much, if you look below, I'm on Nouns now, which is pretty cool. They've been a really cool team to have as support for the stream. And it's been a lot of fun. There's actually a magic thing happening this weekend for Nouns that unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to catch. But there's a whole series of events, so I'm kind of hoping I can combine CS and Magic and get a chance to do both. But there's going to be some timeless tournaments. Oh, what a flick by Junior. Nouns just erasing Akimbo all over the map. N2O able to get some vengeance, but falls as well. It's just going to be on Cameron, but Rush living up to his name and making this round fast. But yeah, if you're interested in some timeless tournaments, I do have something that I need to send your way. All right, well, very back and forth first half. Leads us into the second. You're playing very little these days? Fair enough. Do you like the plushie on my head? I have a Gobbo. He's very cute. All right, Nouns. What are you doing on your T side? Looks like a split towards the A bomb site, N2O. Being crunched on in Donut, pushed all the way out by Main, but this flash just about fading as he peeks onto these two players in A. Will be Junior to trade the kill, and Peeping takes down Cameron as well. Akimbo with a 2-round deficit. Do not want to be surrendering this pistol round to Nouns. This half could very quickly escape them. But this is a 2v4 retake. Laxi does have the kit. There's definitely a possibility, but with no smoke, it's going to have to be a very dry defuse, and, well, it will be the option ripped away from them. I'm glad you like the plushie on my head. Nouns looking to close this one out with a 2-0 finish. And yes, I know the top left is wrong now. It's hard to fix. Now, Nouns going to look to make this one just as fast. 4 MAC-10s and an AK for Peeping. And a chonky nade onto the players on A. Cameron, though. Or players on B. Cameron, though. Undaunted, will peek out. Have himself a whale of a time. It's triggering? Well, someone paid channel points to make me put it on my head. If I were a bigger streamer, I would make people pay subs to put it on my head, but I'm not, so I have to do it for people to just stick around. Ooh, Cryptic getting all sorts of space on the B-bomb site, and a couple of kills to himself as well. Does finally get taken down by Laxi, but the timing more than escaped. Bomb all the way over toward that A-bomb site. But yeah, I'm very interested if you have anything where I can do announcing or hosting or interviewing. I'd love more experience to do that, Nerd Girl. As that's kind of what I've fallen into in the Counter-Strike space. Ooh, Deagle rings out. Misses its home. Noun's going to have 3 players surviving as they clock in that 9th round. OB. Ooh, maybe a risky business. No. Everybody going to be surviving, although Rush just barely off the bomb. Who's the best new player in NICS? The best new player? I mean, if you had asked me before Fluffy Aimers had collapsed, I would have said Slump. Outside of that, it feels like Nyx or Peeping are some of the best new talents that we've got in the scene. George on NRG has been looking very, very good. But George isn't exactly a new talent. Hext has been looking good, but also not exactly a new talent. Like, it really depends on how you define new. Could just be like, who's looking good right now? Or it could be, who are the young players that are looking good? And, well, this Rush is looking quite good. As Nouns just dominate the A site. Just bulldoze the defenders. Polo still trapped here in Donut. The smoke and the fire keeping him from moving anywhere. Akimbo, they seem to still want this retake, but it's a Mac 10 for Obi. He's playing it right. He's playing it peeking, but eventually you are going to go down, and well, Polo just looking to hold on to this FAMAS. But it is going to be Nouns locking in the double digits. And that does break the Akimbo economy. This saved rifle is going to come in extremely handy for them. Also, let's just take a look at this, because that skin, just a good-looking skin, honestly. It's been quite nice. A little scuffed up there, but, all right. That's enough of that. I'm marking that as done. All right, Nouns. Looking for their penultimate round on this one. Looking for that 11th round. Is literally radioactive garbage? Yeah, and it looks cool. Oh, man. Cameron just staying in the tiniest of gaps by this fire. Might have himself a headshot. Might have himself two. Good kill towards Classia and Rush as well, but those kills will be answered back. So 3 versus 3. This rifle for Polo is going to have to be everything for Akimbo if they want to make this a competitive CT side, but well, that's one going down. N2O falls. Polo basically going to have to 1 versus 3 this. Obi, Deagle, down. And the last player is Polo. Caught on the side of Temple, nearly out of ammo, fires off that final shot. Is there even enough time for him to escape? Nade goes in. Ooh, he's just looking for exits on this one, but the movement going to be enough. Not quite. Peeping does lose his life, but honestly, a small price to pay to make sure the Polo now has to rebuy, going into what could be a 12th for Nouns. All right. You're very much missing the vibe check, so goodbye. All right, Akimbo, got anything more to show? 11-5 in the favor of Nouns. They stack 2 toward the B bomb site, 2 toward A, 1 down mid, a very standard CT setup. But I think the thing that they've really been lacking on their CT side has been a lot of the aggressive pushes that Nouns were putting down. Sometimes the best thing to do on the CT side is to get in your opponent's face. We haven't really seen that from Akimbo. They've given Nouns so much space. You get so much space off the rip as a T player. Well, Cameron making me eat my words. Ooh. Polo in a position to make Junior regret his decisions, and there's a good kill. Well, I start talking about how Akimbo need to do something different. They do a default, and it works out. Unfortunately, no Polo for the rest of this round, but still 4 versus 3 for them, and Peeping with a good kill for himself onto that Opper of N2O. Now Obi, last player standing on A. It's a 3 versus 3. A battle for B. Hits on the side of Akimbo, but Peeping gonna do a good job of keeping them guessing. Ooh, good trades. Wait a minute. Laxi still looking strong, but Cryptic stands tall. So a 3 versus 5 collapses into a 1 versus 1. And Cryptic works it out in the end. 5 to 12 now. Nouns. This would be a lovely map to close out early. And Nouns, they are going to put down the aggression to do just that. Molly to try to keep Laxey back. He gets out in front of it, but the bullets will be the cure here. And this is an extreme eco buy out of Akimbo. Ulos Famas, able to get activated for 1, but 4 versus 3. Nouns, they have a good read on this. 2 players in towards cave. Ooh, Cameron emerges, but Junior sprays down 2. Can't quite close this one out alone. 1 versus 2 for N2O, peeping on 6 HP, but it'll be cryptic. He closed out the last one, and he will close this round out. 2 cleans up. Akimbo and Nouns will win it.